It's called Before Bruce Lee, There Was Toshiro Mifune, with thanks to Akira Kurosawa and the Toho La Brea Theater. Toshiro, you were so much more to me than your movie star beauty, though no one but you could look so appealing in a ragged kimono, days without a bath, scratching your head as you'd scrutinize the world. Undeniably the best swordsman in Japan, you took on single opponents or a gang of 40 with equal aplomb. And with that almost humane efficiency, your sword moved faster than the eye, each cut so quick and clean your victims fell before they could utter a cry. You were the perfect, imperfect hero, willing to defend a village of poor farmers who repay you with a bowl of hot rice, or selling yourself to the highest bidder. You'd play crooked merchants against conniving officials and noblemen. It was your unfortunate karma to be born into the rank of Bushido warrior. Each time you killed, I knew you felt no satisfaction. You were never the first to draw your sword. All the women who watched you wanted you. Yeah, me too. Though you were awkward at romance. Not once did I see you kiss a leading lady or lie naked with her the night before battle. You'd keep a girl waiting for months, even years, like the lover who followed you through the long 3-part saga, The Legend of Musashi. Toshiro, you were my first true film idol, the Asian hero I could never find on the American screen. I'll even admit you blessed those early years of marriage when my young husband and I spent Saturday nights at the Toho La Brea. As the lights flashed back on, my husband and every other Japanese man in the audience would go home at least a few inches taller. No one can forget you, Toshiro, in that brilliant duel when you shifted your sword to reflect the sun, the steel blade dazzling your enemy's eye. And at the end of the story, as you slowly turned your back and walked into the horizon, that slightly bow-legged swagger in your every step, no one came close. This piece is in my, my latest third book. I saw one of you got a copy, Stone Bow Prayer. And it's also about being older and whether or not you can, I guess our generation, the baby boomer generation, seems maybe overly concerned about being cool. So this is one of those kinds of poems which I wrote listening to oldies, because I always listen to oldies. I love doo-wop. And I was listening and was asking myself as I was doing my walk, which I have to do because I'm older, can you still be hip at 50? I was wondering. This is called Even Now. Hip out, girl. Curl a whistle in your strut. Make that riff a little rough. Hang out your flaunt, flap, and feather just a whiff this side of shy. Enough to atomize the breeze that eases you back in. Yeah, it's easy still, just rip, girl. The same old hide and tease. Slide that squeeze into his shaker. Tweak a tender to his sigh. And always let him woo the hum inside your tangle till you swoosh and wing him by. I have a quote here by Lee Young Lee. Is this how I'll be found when judgment is passed, when names are called, when crimes are tallied? Lee Young Lee, this is called Basic Vocabulary. Tooth. Inside the crowded grave, an orphan tooth, the permanent enamel, so shiny and white. Blood. We don't even pretend our hands are unstained, one century bleeding into the next, as we try to assure ourselves there is nothing one little life can do, no cause so righteous and true. Even the God we call on is suspect. I. Not even a mother can know the eye of her young son hunting for the enemy. Bone. What a genius we have for murderous invention, weapons which rack up the meaning of cruelty, and technicians to examine the unthinkable results. Bones laid out like puzzle pieces, classified by age and sex, then counted. Mouth. How many bullets does it take to feed the open mouth? How many bombs to fill it? Tongue. On the museum wall are the names, a history of tongues destroyed. But out of the silence, the vanquished and forgotten fill the air with drumbeat, arm the nights with song. Hand. Sheku tells about the rebels who came for him at night, how they took a long time to discuss what to do next. After they cut off both my hands with a machete, I ran after them, begging them to kill me. Sheku says he's thankful they refused his wish. Ear. Lately, it is silence that lies in the ear like fear. Thank you.